James Kaufman, World News Report today, January 9th, 2024. God bless you and yours, no matter where you are in the world. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, ring that bell for critical future updates. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, who's going to resign in disgrace, went on CNN and said the right-wing attacks and misinformation and disinformation is what caused the public to turn against him. Do you think it might have really been the fact that you stifled freedom of speech? The fact that you froze accounts of people that were protesting peacefully? Do you think that it might have been your failed policies? And I could keep naming them for days. No, it's the misinformation and disinformation. Let's listen to what he has to say, although it's tough.
The struggle that you were having domestically, your disapproval rating, had to do with, as I understand it, discontent with your government because of high inflation and the economy, and also because of immigration policies. Those are also issues that the left-wing party in this country has faced a lot of disapproval of and just lost an election over. It seems like voters in both of these, liberal democracies are sending a message to left-wing parties, liberal parties. We don't like how you're doing the economy when it comes to inflation. We don't like how you're doing immigration.
There are a lot of feelings involved. I mean, if you look at the actual numbers, inflation in Canada was lower, came down quicker. Our economy bounced back faster after the pandemic than anyone else's, including the United States. We're projected to grow faster than the United States and all other G7 countries next year. Our economy is doing very well. But when someone's paying $8 for a head of lettuce, it doesn't matter that you're doing better than they are in Spain or somewhere else. There's a sense that, okay, something's got to give. And that's where incumbents are in trouble everywhere across the country, everywhere around the world, not just in our two countries. The issue, though, is that in a time of crisis, responsible politics is around focusing on things that actually make a real difference in people's lives. We delivered $10 a day childcare. We're delivering a dental care program that provides free dental care to people who don't have coverage. We're moving.
But you're taxing them at 44% of their earnings and sucking up the money while you fly around the globe on a jet plane, screaming climate change.
Forward on putting a price on pollution that puts more money in the pockets of 8 out of 10 Canadians, of middle-class Canadians. These are policies that are not short-term. They're policies that will have a deep impact in the well-being of Canadians and of our country for years to come. Now, you can take those policies, like a child care policy, and say, oh, see, that's just about wokeness and about, women's rights. Well, no, it's about getting more women into the workforce at a time where we need economic growth. That's what it is. But when you get I was going to say conflagration, but at least an intersection of both right-wing policy, right-wing attacks and social media, you end up with a lot of misinformation, disinformation, and responsible governments have to stay focused on the policies that are making a difference, and that's what we've been.
No, you've been concentrating on World Economic Forum policies, and we all know it. I don't know what your next job's going to be, but I'm sure it's going to be a part of the WF one way or another. I say good riddance. I know that all Canadians feel likewise. I wouldn't even guess that you had 20% approval rating at this point. Why don't you just run along and go play with your boyfriends, Macron and his boyfriend, Bridget, and leave us out of your reindeer games. $3 bill. God bless you and yours. Share, subscribe, and always remember, anything's possible. Bizarro world.